What if your home could quiet the chaos of Tokyo without sacrificing warmth? This apartment proves Zen simplicity and human comfort aren't opposites, they're partners. Every material, every ray of sunlight, every texture works together to create peace you can actually feel, not just admire from a distance. Stepping into the foyer feels like exhaling after a long day in Tokyo. The warm oak underfoot invites you in, while soft beige walls wrap you in calm. Sunlight filters through the oak-framed windows, casting gentle shadows across the space. A single ceramic vase with dried branches whispers simplicity. You can almost hear the quiet hum of the city outside, yet here it's peaceful, intimate, and deeply grounding. The formal living area wraps you in quiet luxury that feels lived in, not staged. Soft linened, simple button sags just enough to invite sinking in deeply. Sunlight pours across the oak coffee table, highlighting its hand-carved edges. Looking out at Tokyo's skyline, you feel connected, yet completely separate. The textures sing together: wool, wood, linen, creating warmth without clutter. It's a space that breathes, where Zen simplicity meets genuine human comfort in the most natural way possible. Curling up in the family lounge feels like finding a secret spot within your own home. The window seat cushions cradle you as sunlight warms your skin. Opening a book here feels like a ritual, not just a task. The oak storage cubes below hold treasures without shouting for attention. Tokyo's skyline stretches beyond the glass, yet your world shrinks to this cozy nook. It's intimate, peaceful, and perfectly scaled for quiet moments alone or shared whispers with someone special. Gathering around the dining table feels like celebrating everyday moments rather than special occasions. The live edge oak speaks of nature's imperfection, making everything feel authentic. Sunlight pools across the surface as you imagine laughter filling the room. Linen chairs invite you to linger longer over meals. The built-in cabinetry disappears into the walls, keeping focus on connection. Tokyo's skyline watches over your gatherings, yet here it's just you, good food, and the warm glow of natural light, making everything feel sacred. The kitchen smells faintly of cedar and fresh coffee even when empty. Running your hand along the oak island, you feel the grain beneath your fingertips. Sunlight floods the workspace, making every task feel lighter. Open shelves display ceramics that tell stories of craftsmanship. The fingerless handles invite smooth, quiet movement. This isn't just a place to cook, it's where life happens. Tokyo's skyline outside reminds you of the bustling world, but inside, everything moves at a human, peaceful pace. Morning coffee in the breakfast nook becomes your daily meditation. The cream linen cushion feels soft against your back as sunlight warms your face. Peering out at Tokyo's skyline with a warm mug in hand, the world feels both vast and manageable. The small oak table is perfectly scaled for solitude or intimate conversation. Fresh greenery in the ceramic pitcher adds life without clutter. This tiny corner holds huge emotional weight. It's where your day begins with intention and calm. Slipping into the master bedroom feels like entering a sanctuary carved from peace itself. The low platform bed invites you to collapse into layers of soft linen. Sunlight streams across the oak floor, warming your bare feet. Built-in nightstands disappear into the walls, keeping everything uncluttered and serene. Looking out at Tokyo's skyline from bed, you feel both grounded and connected. The wool rug muffles sound, creating silence. This space doesn't just shelter your body, it cradles your soul with every breath. The guest bedroom feels welcoming without being fussy, like a hug from an old friend. Crisp white linens beckon you to sink in after travel. Sunlight dances across the oak floor, making the space feel alive yet peaceful. The small side table holds just enough: a lamp, a book, nothing more. Built-in storage disappears seamlessly, keeping visual noise at bay. Tokyo's skyline outside reminds guests they're in the city, yet inside they find rest. It's simple, thoughtful, and deeply considerate in every detail. Opening the walk-in closet feels like stepping into a well-organized dream. The oak shelving invites you to touch, to feel the quality of everything around you. Sunlight streams across the floor, illuminating your favorite pieces without glare. The central island provides space to fold, to pause, to breathe. Full-length mirror reflects not just your outfit but your confidence. Tokyo's skyline watches from the window, yet here you're completely present. It's functional yet sacred, organized yet warm, perfectly balanced between utility and emotional comfort. Sitting at the home office desk, work feels less like obligation and more like creation. Sunlight floods the workspace, making every task feel lighter, clearer. Running your hand across the oak desk, you feel the grain beneath your fingertips. The linen chair supports you without feeling stiff. Books and ceramics on floating shelves inspire, without overwhelming. Tokyo's skyline outside reminds you of possibilities. This space doesn't just house productivity, it nurtures it with warmth, light, and thoughtful design that respects your humanity. The reading corner becomes your escape, within an escape. Sink into the oatmeal linen armchair, feeling it cradle your body as sunlight warms your face. Opening a book here feels ceremonial, like a ritual of self-care. The small oak table holds your tea without demanding attention. Floating shelves display just 3 books, enough to inspire, not overwhelm. Tokyo's skyline stretches beyond the glass, yet your world shrinks to this intimate bubble. It's peaceful, personal, and perfectly calibrated for quiet contemplation. Stepping onto the balcony lounge feels like the apartment gently exhales into the city. The teak decking warms underfoot as breeze carries Tokyo's distant hum. Sitting on the oak bench with cream cushions, you feel both immersed in urban life and completely separate from it. Sunlight bathes the space, making everything glow. The ceramic plant adds life without clutter. Opening the sliding doors blurs indoor and outdoor. This is where you breathe deeply, watch the city pulse, and remember what matters most. The entertainment area feels like gathering with friends without ever leaving your sanctuary. The modular sofa invites you to sink in deeply, linen soft against your skin. Sunlight pools across the oak media console, highlighting its clean lines. The textured wool rug muffles sound, creating intimacy. Ceramic objects on open shelves add personality, without clutter. Tokyo's skyline watches over your movie nights, yet inside it's just warmth, comfort, and connection. This space doesn't just entertain, it nurtures relationship through thoughtful design that feels lived in, not staged. Walking through the hallway feels like moving through a quiet gallery of your life. Sunlight streams from both ends, illuminating floating oak shelves displaying ceramics that tell stories. The continuous oak floor guides your steps forward silently. Recessed wall niches create visual rhythm without clutter. The beige walls wrap you in calm as you move between spaces. Tokyo's skyline glimpses from windows remind you of the world outside, yet here, everything moves at a human pace. It's transitional yet meaningful, simple yet deeply considered. True luxury isn't about expensive finishes, it's about spaces that breathe with you. When simplicity meets warmth, when Zen meets humanity, your home becomes a sanctuary that doesn't just shelter your body, but restores your soul. That's the quiet power of designing with intention.